SIDUS is a big deal, guys. And SIDUS is the number one gaming metaverse in the UAE. Yeah, United Arab Emirates. Number one game. You know how much money is in the UAE? You know what kind of partnerships SIDUS is probably securing and locking down, and what kind of backing? Just do your research, all right? Let me move on, all right? Now, SIDUS, why I'm so bullish on SIDUS is because SIDUS is also an artificial intelligence play. They use AI to build out their games and their metaverses. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, but that's SIDUS, all right? SIDUS is also planning on dropping like 23 games over the next year and a half, going into 2024 and throughout 2024. So SIDUS is no longer just focused on one game. They're now like a game studio. All right, so I think right now is still a good time to invest into SIDUS. Now, I brought SIDUS to you guys at like 0.0008, 0.0008, 0.0009. So it has doubled since then over the past few weeks. All right. Now, SIDUS has 2 tokens. And I know a lot of people are confused about this, okay? But let me try to simplify this for you guys. Those who don't know, all right? If you know, just disregard. So they have SIDUS and they have Senate. So SIDUS, from what I understand, and if you know more, drop it in the comments. SIDUS is used for like the in-game currency and stuff like that, right? So that's why there's a larger supply, because they need more tokens to support that part of their ecosystem. And then the Senate is like their governance token, used for like staking and voting and stuff like that, right? And so they're significantly less compared to the SIDUS token when it comes to the Senate token. All right, so if you're asking me which one should you buy, I'll put it like this. Someone asked me this a couple days ago, and they said, well, the Senate token can go higher in price. And true, if you look at the Senate token, it can go back up to $5. That's possible. If you look at the SIDUS token, I think all-time high was like 18 cents. It can get back there. All right, so here's the math, right? If you wanted 100,000 Senate tokens, you need to pay $8,000 right now, right? If it went back to $5, then that would be $500,000, assuming you could sell everything at the same price, right? You've got to step out of your position as well, right? You got to take profits in a strategic manner when you got a lot of a particular asset and it runs up so much, because the slippage is going to be crazy if you just do a market sell and you got 100,000 of these, it goes up to $5. Yeah, you might think you're going to get 500,000, but you might walk away with like 350,000, maybe, if you're lucky, right? But yeah, so you'd have to spend $8,000 to make potentially 500,000. Or here with SIDUS, if you put in 1,800, you get $1 million. When it goes back up to 18 cents, that's 180,000. So technically, you could invest half of what you would have invested in Senate, right? Because remember, I said you need $8,000, right, to buy 100,000 Senate. So with SIDUS, you could put $4,000 into SIDUS, just under $4,000, get yourself 2 million tokens. All right, you get 2 million tokens for $3,600. And when it goes back up to 18 cents, let's just say it goes up to 20 cents for an even number, all right? Because you have 2 million of these tokens with your $3,600, your holdings of the SIDUS token will be worth $400,000 from 3,600. Yeah, so it's, when you look at the numbers like that, it's a little different. Now, the Senate token could go much higher. it could go much higher, right? You've got 52 million circulating, and then you got a total supply of 300 million versus the max supply of 30 billion tokens for SIDUS. All right. So I think both of these are going to do very well, very, very well. All right. And, you know, I used to not look at the cheaper token when a company or crypto project had two tokens. For example, I remember back in the 2017 bull run when Theta dropped, and then I think in the bear market that preceded that bull run, they dropped the T Fuel token. And the T Fuel token was just like dirt cheap. It was like trip zeros or something like this. And I was like, why would they make that token? Nobody's gonna buy it. It's so dirt cheap. Next bull run, that T Fuel token, it ripped. Like it did thousands of percentage gains. It was insane, guys. It was totally insane. And most people, when the next bull run starts, most people, especially the newer people, when they look up SIDUS, they're gonna come across the SIDUS token first. So you got that going as well. If you don't know what to buy, you can just invest in both. I'm not insinuating to do, you know, one or the other. This is not financial advice, it's financial awareness. All right. So if you don't know which ones to buy, you can just invest in both. You know, it all depends on your strategy and your game plan. All right. But that's why SIDUS is still on my list as well.